The INFP personality type is one of the 16 personality types based on the Myers-Briggs Type Index. When I talk about INFP character typing, this personality type have complex and different characteristics than what you might think. An INFP's function stack starts with their primary function of introverted feeling, followed by extroverted intuition, then introverted sensing, and finally extroverted thinking. INFPs prefer to be alone and are interested in spending time in their inner world, and in most cases are known as introverts. They tend to be mostly artists and creators and are interested in daydreaming. Although they are very emotional, INFPs have little interest in expressing their emotions because of their dominant cognitive function of introverted feeling. They get energy from themselves. People with this personality type are often described as idealistic and referred to as mediators. Their personality is more inclined to introversion, idealism, creativity, and progress towards higher values. INFPs spend a lot of time researching their purpose in life and thinking about how they can use their skills and talents to provide the best service to those around them and humanity. Some of these may sound familiar for other personality types, but there are very significant differences that are unique to INFPs. Today I'm talking about the top 7 obvious signs you are an INFP. Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get daily videos created to give you the tools to level up your life. Starting us off at number 7 on our list today is INFPs are very idealistic. Although everyone is looking for the concept and meaning of life, because of their strong extroverted intuition and their introverted feeling, you will clearly see this trait in an INFP. Because of this, they have a strong understanding of the world around them. INFPs are always looking for the ultimate meaning and main purpose of life, especially within themselves. You may see that INFPs think for hours to understand the meaning of life and explore within themselves and their lives. This is due to their sense of idealism and purposefulness. They put together all of the information received from the outside world and seek to understand the meaning and concept of everything. They can't ignore this or forget it because they believe that there is a purpose for everything, and to understand this, all issues must be carefully considered and evaluated. Next up at number 6 today is INFPs are patient and flexible. Patience and flexibility are the hallmarks of the INFP personality type. They never want to offend anyone because of their emotional nature. Therefore, due to their introverted feeling function giving them deep and abundant feelings, they always behave patiently and emotionally in understanding people, issues, and problems. Their introverted nature has made them good listeners. Are you looking for a lifelong, kind, and calm friend? There are few better than a person with an INFP personality type. They can be your best friend because of their sensitivity and care for others and their feelings. Also, their perception, their honesty, and sincerity are exemplary. An INFP's patience and trustworthiness are a result of their introversion and sentimentality, which has earned them the title as one of the best close friends you can have. INFPs are full of empathy and don't want anyone to have a problem or experience a difficult situation, which is an indicator that they have a lot of deep feelings. You may see that they are silent and seemingly just listening to you, which is because they are introverted, but inside they are finding a solution to your problem with all of their power of perception and intuition. Number 5 today is INFPs are peace-seeking and avoid inconsistencies. You are dealing with an emotional person with a predominantly perceptive personality, so don't expect any inclination or conflict. Even if they get into an argument, INFPs are more emotionally attached. It's clear that due to their introverted nature, they have no desire to cause confrontation or disagreement. Also, because of their collection of moral attributes, INFPs are more predisposed to peace and prefer acceptance as a solution. They are not necessarily warriors unless their values are being threatened. Their perception has shaped them into a mediating personality that is uninterested in intense situations and seeks to establish tranquility in all circumstances. So they tend to solve problems in the best and most calm way and try to do it peacefully by considering all aspects of the subject and solving it through their strong intuition and extroverted thinking function. If you've gotten some value from this video so far, please show your appreciation and hit that like button. That signals YouTube that you think other people could benefit from this video too. Number 4 on today's list of obvious signs you are an INFP is their tendency to delay decisions. This is totally rational. You're dealing with someone who is emotionally observant but reluctant to make difficult decisions or put themselves in difficult situations. The preference of an INFP is to wait to make any decisions until the last moment. Given their reliance on their intuition and the fact that they avoid planning and rushing situations, it's normal for them to postpone crucial decisions and wait until the last minute to make them. When it comes to decision making, they like to leave things open in the end and not jump to conclusions when they don't have to. For INFPs, emotions are more important than logic when making decisions, which is to be expected since we are dealing with a person whose primary function is introverted feeling, so emotions dominate an INFP's logic. And it's for these reasons that INFPs are capable of coping with themselves and their challenges. They are someone who can take control of a situation at the last minute and make decisions in a crisis, allowing them to solve various challenges on their own. Starting our top 3 today is an INFP's perfectionism. This feature is one of the most obvious characteristics of an INFP. An INFP's combination of traits, such as intuition and perception, drives them to strive for perfection and the best possible outcome. Remember that their heart doesn't want to feel any lack because they are emotional people. They don't simply want their personal position to be perfect, they want the world to be a better place for everyone. Their primary goal is to make the world better for all living things. Their insight drives them to the pinnacle of achievement. They receive guidance from all external and internal aspects that can make everything perfect according to their intuition. It's understandable that you will not find this type of person being super successful in a teamwork situation. For an introvert and perfectionist with indescribable intuition, it's difficult to ask people for something that can only be found within themselves. Sometimes they can't find balance in perfectionism, and their extroverted intuition and extroverted thinking traits cause them to get into trouble along the way and never be completely satisfied with something. Of course, you may not always notice these signs of dissatisfaction because you're dealing with an introverted personality type. In the runner-up spot and number 2 on our list today is INFP's focus on the whole story. The INFP personality type typically relies on their intuition and focuses on the big picture rather than small details. They can be quite specific about the topics that they really care about and the projects they are working on, but they want to ignore trivial or boring details. They pay little attention to the details and strive to concentrate on the bigger picture. They're hesitant to go in depth due to their introversion, yet they are exploring their insights for the entire situation. Because of this trait, they can easily overlook little details. That isn't to say things aren't important to them, they are just uninterested in paying attention to specifics and dealing with them due to their innate perception. So far, what are your thoughts on these obvious signs that you are an INFP? Leave a comment and let me know. Topping our list today, and the number 1 obvious sign you are an INFP is their high value for close relationships. As you may be aware, INFPs don't receive energy from the masses in the same way that extroverts do. They derive energy from their safe and private environment, which they then display and spend in public. INFPs typically keep a close circle of friends and don't necessarily enjoy being around a lot of people. They may even go to a quiet and safe location during a gathering for a few minutes to concentrate and gather their energy. Don't be surprised. They must deal and try to understand the information that is given to them constantly. They want to have a few close relationships, but they want them to be deep. Their passionate and profound emotions, as well as their introversion, are less impacted in these relationships. And it goes without saying that they place a high value on these close relationships. They assess individuals based on their intuition, accept them based on their feelings, evaluate them based on their perception, and allow them to enter their small universe. INFPs have active, passionate inner lives despite their calm or modest exterior. They are imaginative and creative, and they enjoy daydreaming, making up all kinds of stories and conversations in their heads. Mediators are noted for their sensitivity. They may react strongly to music, art, nature, and the people they interact with. INFPs are idealistic and sensitive people who want deep, sincere relationships and feel inclined to aid others. However, because mediators make up such a small percentage of the population, they may feel lonely or invisible at times, adrift in a world that doesn't appear to value the characteristics that distinguish them. Of course, truly knowing a person cannot be limited to these characteristics. There's always more to it. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up your life and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.